This cat costs €1.50. She's also the third most built commander on the planet, 47,000 decks and climbing. Her Precon hides a real engine under 17 legends, and by the end you'll have the full 4-stage path, prices included, plus a bracket warning to hear before buying a single card. This is yshtola, Knights Blessed. From Precon to Power, the DeckCortex way. Chapter 1, the cat herself, because everything in this deck follows from reading her twice. 4 mana for a 2/4 with Vigilance, Esper colors, and 2 triggered abilities that look unrelated until you see how they feed each other. She pings, and she draws. Let's read the fine print. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell with mana value 3 or greater, she deals 2 damage to each opponent and you gain 2 life. And at the beginning of each end step, every end step, not just yours, if any player lost 4 or more life, you draw a card. 3 details decide how good she is. Her trigger resolves before the spell. Counter it, the damage already happened. Damage is life loss, so 2 qualifying spells a turn is a guaranteed draw. And a player includes you. Pay 4 life, buy your own card. One more rules corner. For spells with X in the cost, mana value on the stack uses the chosen X. Exsanguinate for X equals 1 is already mana value 3. Your X spells almost always ping. That's why Snuff Out is her perfect card. Control a swamp, pay 4 life instead of mana. A free spell, still mana value 4, a ping on the whole table, and a guaranteed end step draw. 1 card, both triggers, 0 mana. 82% of her tournament lists agree. Chapter 2, the box itself, Scions and Spellcraft, because far more of it survives than Precon reviews let on. Esper Soft Control, 17 legendary creatures, including a token subplan for the backup commander, and a combat plan that never works. Hold that thought, the cuts write themselves. Underneath though is a real spell engine. The spell suite is already in the box. Snuff Out, Void Rend, Dig Through Time. Delve makes it cheap to cast, but the mana value stays 8, so it still pings. Exsanguinate, Sublime Epiphany. Every one of these stays. Papalimo is the commander in miniature. Every non-creature spell, any cost, pings for 1 and gains 1. Lease makes your non-creature spells cheaper, and cost reduction never lowers mana value, so discounted spells still ping. Emmet Selk recasts instants and sorceries from your graveyard whenever opponents lose life. In this deck, that's every turn. The sleeper is Tataru Taru, a political draw when she enters, a tap treasure the first time an opponent draws outside their turn, and at €7, quietly the most valuable card in the whole box. Most tournament lists keep her. Then the Connective Tissue. Transpose, loots, costs you 1 life, leaves a wizard token that pings on its own, then rebounds from exile for a free second cast, and casting it again triggers yshtola again. Circle of Power draws 2 and makes another wizard. Observed Stasis is flash disruption that replaces itself. Even the backup commander earns his slot. Graha Tia pays life equal to a non-creature spell's mana value. Pay 4 on a 4-drop, and that's your own draw, guaranteed, plus a 5/5 hero for the trouble. So why does the stock list lose? Chapter 3, because it's 3 decks in 1, and our data shows exactly which 2 to delete. We checked every Precon card against 94 real yshtola tournament lists. The Combat Legend and Token package survives in 10 to 14% of them. When 9 out of 10 serious pilots cut the same cards, that's not a hot take, it's a consensus. So out they go. Ardbert, Estinian, Hraesvelgr, Kryl, Thancred, Urianger, plus the token plan, Hildebrand, Good King Mog, Champions from Beyond, and both job equipment pieces. 12 slots, €0. What's missing is just as clear. 0 complete 2-card combos, our engine checked. No repeatable draw beyond 1-shots. Board wipes 4 and 5 stacked in the same list, and a mana base full of tap lands. Those are the holes the path fills. Chapter 4, the path. Stage 1 costs about €12 and buys the entire draw engine. Because she hits each opponent separately, 1 cheap aura can draw 3 cards per spell. Ardbert goes, Curiosity arrives for under €1. Enchant Yshtola, cast 1 3-drop spell. 3 damage events, 3 cards. No combat required. Hraesvelgr makes way for Ophidian Eye, the same draw text with flash stapled on, so it lands the turn before you go off. Quick debate. Phyrexian Arena is the classic, a card and a life every upkeep. Dark Tutelage costs a tenth as much and, in a deck stuffed with 3-drops, hurts you more. Here, hurting yourself is card advantage. Tutelage takes the slot. Kryl becomes Tandem Lookout, soul bonded to Y'shtola or to Papalymo when the cat's already wearing an aura. The Goad Trio, Parasitic, Psychic, and Martial Impetus, is 54 cents for all 3. Enchant the table's scariest creature. It must attack, and never at you. Opponents now trip her draw checks on their own turns. Lingering Souls out, risky shortcut in. Draw 2, each player loses 2. Stack it with her ping, and every opponent has lost 4 that turn. Threshold met, cards in hand. Mana Note. The box already runs Underground River. Add Caves of Koilos and a Darkar Wastes. Painland damage before the cat lands is waste. After her, it's a down payment on end step draws. Stage 2, about 38 euros. The Drain arrives. Torrential Gearhulk, great card, wrong deck. Hands the slot to Vito. Every 2 life gained is 2 more damage, aimed. Coveted Jewel. Draws 3, then gifts them to whoever hits you. Becomes Kambal. Their non-creature spells drain 2 each, and his triggers feed your draw checks on their turns. Murderous Rider retires for Dismember. 1 generic, 2 Phyrexian. Pay 4 life, and -5/-5 kills nearly anything casual. Somebody's Sheol Dread, say. While the life you paid draws you a card. The rest of the stage? Helm of the Ghast Lord. She's blue and black, so pings now draw you cards and force discards. Sigil of Sleep bounces whatever she hits. Sanguine Bond doubles the drain. Toxic Deluge wipes while feeding your threshold. Pier waits for Stage 3. Stage 3 is the engine room. No budget, call it 450 euros. Crux of Fate, wipe number 4, becomes the One Ring. Protection on arrival, then a growing self-drain that walks you to 4 lost life while drawing absurd cards. And the card that turns the whole deck lethal, Exquisite Blood. Whenever an opponent loses life, you gain that much. Pair it with Sanguine Bond, Veto, or Enduring Tenacity, and any single ping ends the game. That's a loop, not a metaphor. They lose, you gain. They lose again until the table's gone. Our engine counts 4 complete 2-card combos in this list, including Sheol Dread plus Peer into the Abyss, which just deletes somebody. The budget table gets one too. 15-cent Blight Priest loops with Exquisite Blood. Round it out with the taxes and the free interaction. Rhystic Study, Smothering Tithe, Fierce Guardianship, Force of Will, Cyclonic Rift. And Delmi, who doubles every trigger our 2-power cat has, ping and draw both. Chapter 5, The Receipts, the numbers behind everything you just heard. On EDHREC, her highest synergy cards read like this video's shopping list. Snuff Out on top, Propaganda already in the box, Void Rend, the Stage 1 auras, Papalymo. The bars carry the numbers, the pattern is the point. Everything that pings, drains, or defends floats to the top. Our tournament corpus is spikier, 94 Y'shtola lists in 3 months, and the top of the curve is taxes, Mystic Remora, Rhystic Study, Lotho, Silence. Tournament Y'shtola is a tax lawyer with a burn habit, and her fastest growing card is Curiosity, 69% and climbing. The bracket math in one number. The stock Precon holds 0 2-card combos. Floor 1, gentle as advertised. The full build holds 4, plus 6 game changers. Floor 5 by the same public thresholds. Bracket 4 allows exactly 2. The whole path on one screen. Free cuts, 12 euros of draw, 38 of drain, then the engine room. And look at the kill package. The loop pieces cost less than dinner. Stop wherever your table's bracket says stop. The honest advice? By the thresholds, the full build is bracket 5, and would still lose to actual CEDH. Bracket 3 pod? Cap it at 3 game changers. Bracket 4? At most 2 combo pieces. Know where you land before your pod finds out. So, buy it? If your pod lives in bracket 2 to 4, yes, without hesitation. It's the best grind commander of the past year, the entry cost is a rounding error, and it scales as far as your wallet and conscience allow. Skip it only if your table plays turn 3 CEDH. The full written guide, every cut with its keep rate, the tuned tournament list, the bracket math, is on DeckCortex.com. Rebuild your version and check your bracket before game 1. Subscribe if this saved you a bad purchase. See you at the next table.